see myself walking barefoot on the beach with my camera in hand.
Okay.
I can be alone with him.
You gotta scoot over, first of all. Second of all, let's just stop. I'm gonna have to burp soon, I know it.
I promise I don't hit her.
Okay, welcome back.
Whoa.
Welcome back to the adventures of A and Z. Today we're doing a sit down video because we were cleaning up in this room actually and found an old journal of mine, and he's been reading journal entries and it's been very cringy. But in the back, I taped in my qualities I want in the husband list, and it's
crazy.
It's so weird. Like, I was writing about him or the desires, the qualities I want my future husband to have before I even met him, and I'm just like,
I'm not gonna lie. I started reading it, and I was like, when'd you write this about me? She's like, what are you talking about? Look at the journal entries. And I looked, it says, let me check to be sure. November 2009 through July 2012. And we really met at...
Was that 2013 or 2014?
When we really started talking was 2013. Like, that's when we became cool, legitimately.
Yeah.
All of these, we'll go down the list and we can kind of see, like, I'll read them and she can kind of tell me if she feels like this is me or not. And even, you can almost like put them on a scale of like 1 to 10 on like how much this is me.
Okay.
But like, I feel like a lot of them, I was like, huh, they're not me. No sir. So we'll go ahead and get started. Number 1, it says, my husband. Number 1, handsome, beautiful, chiseled features.
Yes, I would say like, I want to say an 8 because it's in your cheekbones and like your nose. I was expecting like strong jawline, you know what I mean? Like that look.
You didn't say no word.
You know the look. Like square. Boom boom.
I mean,
you know, like, who's the face I can think who has like a Henry Cavill has a very like square jawline. I was like, that's what I was like, give me some of that. But I love his high cheekbones. Even before we started even dating, I was like, yeah, you should be a whole model. No kind of feelings attached to him. Like, you're tall, you're dark skinned, you're handsome. You should be a model.
Number 2, taller than me, but not super tall.
You're super tall though. Wait, are you considered super tall? I feel like,
this is your opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna say 10 because when people find out, because I teach and everything, I teach high school, and like the girls will be like, how tall is he? I'm like, he's like 6'4". Oh my gosh, 6'4". And I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, I kind of let go of that expectation because I have liked shorter guys, not guys who are necessarily shorter than me, but they've been shorter, and yeah.
Number 3, in excellent shape, a gym guy, maybe an athlete.
I'm gonna laugh this whole video. 10. You're the most athletic person I know.
Number 4, kind of low down the list for me, but number 4, God-fearing, equally yoked, understands relationship with God. Number 4, not number 2.
Okay, I think when I was writing it, I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and add that to the list, but it wasn't like that's like obviously I want that, but I was like, you know what, let me just write it down because I just think you should write stuff down. So it's like, let me write down God-fearing. Both grew up in the church. It wouldn't make sense to me to date anyone who wasn't the same faith as me. I just think it's like so foundational in people's lives and people care so much about it that my husband would have to be a Christian.
Number 5, gorgeous smile.
Are you gonna smile? Oh, I thought you were about to smile.
Smile good on them. Right there.
10. I think you have a very like infectious smile. Is that the word? So like when you smile, I smile, you smile. Is that Ja Rule? We smile together. No, that sound like
hey,
that sound like something he
what
would
we're not gonna
say.
do is talk about Ja Rule like he wasn't hot for a
Oh,
summer.
I like the song.
For a summer?
I loved it.
Ja
I was
Rule
like,
couldn't do no
Ja
wrong
Rule
for a summer.
Ashanti, Ja Rule J Lo, Ja Rule on his own. I was just trying to remember if that was a song.
Number 6, can make me laugh. Genuinely great sense of humor.
Yeah, 10. You genuinely make me laugh. You're becoming, my brother, I'm not gonna lie, my brother Christian is still the funniest person on earth to me. Like, I literally will drop to the ground and start rolling on the floor laughing. It's happened. And he's walked away from me. But Zack is like number 2 funny for me. And I'm sure that'll only grow like the more inside jokes we have and things like that.
Number 7, easy to talk to, my best friend.
11. Ooh. No,
Look at that!
I tell Zack all of my secrets, which is really weird looking at my journal because my journal and like God are like, that's, you know, what God would know, and my journal obviously doesn't have ears or eyes to read, but those are the only spaces that I would tell my secrets to. And now it's actually almost, not with God, but like with journaling, it's almost reversed because I consult Zack on everything. I trust his opinion on everything. I still make sure I go to God and like pray for answers, and he points me back to God, but it's just so easy to tell him all my secrets and all my hopes and desires and stuff like that.
True. Number 8. So before we were going through, I was like, some of these don't even really describe you. Number 8, prompt. Back in 2012, she was not prompt.
Okay, next.
Am I prompt?
Yes, you are. Maybe I wanted you to be prompt because
You needed help. You needed help. She needed help.
One of my
Help. Number 9, truly values me and is passionate about me. I love her.
Yeah, I love you too.
1 to 10.
Oh, 10.
Okay. What about prompts? You didn't say 1 to
10. He like, if he can, we get there early. We gonna have time to have a 4-course meal. I don't know. Is that a thing?
No.
It's not. So like, okay, wait. Appetizer, entree.
No, but why'd you say that?
I don't know. Oh, I was trying to name all the parts. So that's what I thought we were talking about. No, but I'm just saying you're so prompt and you like to be so early. Like, we could really sit in the car and have a whole meal and a whole conversation and then go do what we have to do.
I'd rather be there early just in case. Or like sometimes people need help and you get there early and you're able to help them. Like there's been a lot of times I've got to a place early and because I've gotten there early. You know what?
No. I was thinking that because I'm like, you're so servant-hearted. Because when I think about get there early to help, like I'm growing in that, but I like my me time. I'm like, this is me. When I'm in the car, I ain't thinking about what's going on out there. But you're like, oh, I'm here. Let me go inside. I can go help someone.
Yeah.
That's really servant-hearted of you.
Okay. Number 10. Compliments me and I him. We fit together perfectly.
I think so. And we recently took quizzes where you're like, you're mostly left brain. I'm actually like a pretty good balance, but I'm majority right brain. And I think that
we're both similar in that way. I was 60-40 left. I think you were like the opposite.
Yeah.
I think she was 40-60 left. Or 60-40 right. And even like some of our natural talents, like I'm good with money, but she's good with budgeting, so it's like that'll fit well together. Or better yet, I'm good with numbers, she's good with money and budgeting and stuff like that. I'm very servant-hearted. She's also very good about like, okay, we have to have our own time and like personal time and stuff like that, so we complement each other well. Number 11, values art and or is an artist himself, visual or performance.
I'm going to give you a 10 because you value my art. And this man took an art class for me in college just to like understand me better and like be into what I'm into. Proposed to me like at a museum. I mean, we were outside the museum, but the fact that that was a big part of our proposal, even though he's not like, oh my gosh, Picasso? Like,
you don't even like Picasso like that.
You're right. I was trying to name something that a lot of people were like, yeah, Picasso. I know who that is.
World?
I'm not even that. He cool.
He got some interesting stuff.
But just the fact that you are so like, well, what are you doing with your art right now? You should do this, or I recommend you do that. I really appreciate that. So that's a 10. 10 out of 10.
That wasn't the one I thought I was going to do. Number 12, loves to travel.
This man has been way more places than me. He's been to China, Romania, Germany, the Czech Republic. Did you go Germany again for just school, like study abroad? One of the Dakotas. I don't know this. I can't remember all the states.
North Dakota. I also went to the Dominican Republic. I've had layovers in places like layover in Amsterdam, layover in London, layover in Paris, layover. One other big place. I don't know. So yeah, I thoroughly love to travel. Like you said, went to North Dakota, been to Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, Kansas. What's the one next to Kansas?
Nebraska.
What's the two Kansas cities? Missouri. It's Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. Fun fact. So I really, really, really love to travel. Like, that's one of the things that I know that as you follow us for years and years to come, that you'll see is all the different places that we'll have an opportunity to travel. Because even if we don't do anything else, I would love for us to travel around the world. Like, a must is definitely Israel. But even outside of Israel, I'm like, I want to go to like Greece. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to all these different places. But before I wanted to go for me, but now I want to go with you to experience the culture together. I'm also a huge foodie, so I love experiencing other cultures and other nations' food because they all have slightly different undertones, but a lot of them still play with the same foods. So it's really cool to see how the palate responds to different types of food. So yeah.
I've been to Miami, New York, Las Vegas, Dallas as well, and that's pretty much it. Like, I've driven the whole East Coast, about like 5 or 6, and then driven from Georgia to Dallas. But I don't really count it unless I'm stopping in the city to be like, oh, what's going on here in Mississippi?
Number 13, outgoing and a homebody.
It's literally you.
It's crazy.
One of the things that drew me to you was actually a personality test. When you brought it up earlier, I was thinking about it. I'm very introverted, and he's like extroverted, and like our types fit together, even though I think your type has changed a couple of times. Mine has been pretty consistent because I've taken it a few times over the years, but yeah, it's been pretty consistent, and he helps me to come out of my introverted space a little bit more, because I wouldn't say I'm shy necessarily. I'm just like, I'm not like that either. Don't do that.
Let's just say this. In a party, I go talk to everybody in the party. She'll sit down on the couch and talk to one person.
But he'll leave me with that one person. Like, it'll be new people. Like he'll introduce me to new people and leave me, and I'm like, I have good conversations with them, but when I say, I'm like, what are we gonna talk about? Like it's
That's
so
not true, because what happens is usually when we go to locations like that, it's either people she already knows, which she can already connect to somebody, or if it's people I already know, I know someone that she'll be able to connect with, I'll introduce them and they'll already have something that they have built in that they can talk about.
That's true, but it's still like nerve-wracking. I don't think introverts unite separately. That's what we say.
No, man.
But you can relate to this if you're introverted and you're just like, unless you want to start having like a really deep conversation really fast, it's kind of hard. Like I don't do surface talk. You got about 30 seconds with me until and then I'm starting to look for the escape.
Comment down below whether you're an introvert or extrovert. You can just put an I for introvert, E for extrovert down below. Do it! Thank you. The next one. So, what'd you give me on that? Outgoing and homebody? 10. Number 14, knows how to dress.
Yeah.
Number?
8.
True. Number 15, open-minded, loves learning.
You're 8, 9, 8.5. Because you're still very like, you're really open to learning. I think we both are, but we also both still, you carry your preconceived notions, your habits that you've had over the years. So it's kind of like, no, not you necessarily, but like your thought process, like, no, I don't agree with that. But then you're like,
Number 16, will dance with me.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. This man cutting the rug. Is that what it is?
On any block. Number 17, treats his mom and or sister really well.
That's you though.
Number?
Like, at least a 10.
Number 18, the last one, my center of gravity. I don't know what that means.
Because I'm artistic and writing and stuff. So like that person who like brings balance to your life. It's kind of like the sun and how you orbit around it almost. Or that thing that keeps you, gravity, how it keeps you on Earth. Because that can be very dreamy. And you, like, let's bring it back. Like, I'm pretty practical, but I'm also a pretty dreamy person. So, but brings me back in a good way. So yeah.
I feel like this was really fun because she hadn't went through them yet. So to kind of see what she was looking for in 2012 and where we're at now in 2019, 7 years later, and how we're engaged, and I fulfill at least somewhat a good portion of these with a 10 or at minimum an 8. I really enjoyed getting a chance to see a glimpse of what Ashley was like in 2012. Good thing we didn't meet there because there would be no way they would have gotten together. But God had a plan. God's plan. Make sure that you guys are checking out all of our social medias. All of the links are down in the description. Make sure that you are also commenting whether you're an I or an E, introvert or extrovert, and share this video with somebody. We really just love to produce good, godly content and just show how our relationship has impacted us, and just maybe give someone some wisdom and advice moving forward. So if you know anybody who you think might have a good time watching this, or if you're like, you know what, I'm a real one, I'm just gonna share with my friends whether they want to see it or not, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
And we will see you next time on Adventures of A to Z.